Hello, and welcome back to a Tennessee Telecast special, a show where the news is unbiased, local, and may pertain to you. For today's episode, we are looking into a local initiative taken by many churches in the Oak Ridge area during the holidays. Because for many people, the holidays are not a time of joy, as grieving, poverty, death in the family, and other misfortunes plague the season with sadness. The holidays are a time of joy, with people opening presents, getting time off work, family coming together, and many more things. But for some people, the holidays represent something much more melancholy. For these people, the holidays remind them of the presents that they can't buy for their children, or the time they can't take off work because they can't afford it, and the family that they lost around the holiday season. Fortunately, for these people, there are some places in our local community that provide help, support, and other services. So for my report, I'm going to be going around the local community and focusing on churches and religious congregations that provide these services for them. So I went around Oak Ridge on a mission to interview the leaders of these congregations to see what exactly they are doing to help people in need. I first went to the United Methodist Church to see what they were doing. What is your name and what do you do here?
Hi, my name is Reverend Mark Flynn. I'm one of the pastors here at First United Methodist Church, and currently I'm lead pastor here.
Does your congregation do anything for people around the holidays?
We do. In fact, we do a lot of the ministries that are year-round continue, but just get more intense during the holidays. We have a lot more people coming in for assistance with rent and utilities. It's a hard time of year. We also have the Christmas shop, and that's the big thing. We are going to be helping 102 children and their families, so more than 60 families, providing toys for children, but sometimes it's not toys they want, but blankets and coats and scarves and mittens, but also a meal, a Christmas meal, and all the things that go along with that you might overlook.
I understand that the church does something for people who are grieving during the holidays. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Oh, thank you for asking that. It's really important. In fact, it's a new ministry we're going to have this year. On Tuesday, December 21st, it's called the Longest Night Service. That's the winter solstice, so it's the darkest day of the year. And it helps remind us that there are some people who find the holidays really difficult. Grief becomes exacerbated. They miss people who may have died many, many years ago. If you're going through hard times or feel alone, holidays just make that even worse. So on that longest night of the year, we're going to have a service of lamentation and hope that gives people an opportunity to say, this isn't an easy time of year for me. And yet I do believe I'm not alone, and I do believe God's with us. So that service will hopefully provide them an opportunity to know they're not alone during the holidays.
First United Methodist Church has many programs, such as a service for grieving people, a Christmas shop for children, and a Christmas meal for children that are hungry. This is all amazing, but I wanted to go to some other local churches to see what they were doing. So the church I went to next was St. Mary's.
My name is Michelle Goldman, and I'm the Director of Development at St. Mary's School, and I work with St. Mary's Catholic Parish.
Does your congregation do anything for people in need during the holiday season?
We do. We consider ourselves a mission-based church, so we really help. We're a missionary church really throughout the whole year, but certainly throughout the holidays is an important time of year for us as well. So yes, we do serve the needy throughout the holiday season. It's very important to our lead pastor, Father Brent Shelton. That's something that's always been very important to him. He's been with us for 8 years, so he is really the heart and soul of this parish. So we all really follow his mission. So as a church and as a school, he gives us our direction. So he really believes that as a church, we are led by God to serve those who are needy and need us. We do have a food pantry on our campus. It's called the St. Joseph's Food Pantry. It's open to the Oak Ridge community. So we are always looking for food donations. We're also looking for volunteers. We have an angel tree going on right now that our 8th graders are running. So we've got a Christmas trees in our church lobby as well as in our school lobby with names and items that we could use. So whether they're toys or toiletries for the elderly. So that's certainly a way where people can contribute within the community. We have a caregiver support group and a grief support group too within the parish. So that again is open to the community. And those are really, the holidays aren't always happy times for everyone. So if people need, extra support or just need to give some comfort to those that, these are not the happiest times. That's certainly, a place where they can lend, some love or some companionship. That's another place where we certainly could use some help.
St. Mary's has a food drive and an angel tree going on, which is great because it helps people who are poor, elderly, and innocent children, etc. But before I wrapped up this report, I wanted to visit one more church. So I went to Christ Community Church.
My name is Lee Younger. I'm one of the pastors here at Christ Community Church. I have been working here for about 19 years now. I lead music and speak and meet with people one-on-one, do counseling, weddings, all that kind of pastory stuff.
Does your congregation do anything for people around the holidays?
Yeah, we have several things that we make available to people as far as, meeting people's needs around the holidays. Some kind of local and some that affect communities that are really far away. So in particular, we support the Knoxville Area Rescue Mission here. We have people that are part of Habitat for Humanity. We have people that are part of CASA volunteers. We have people that are part of Safe Families, folks that do all kinds of different things in our community. ADFAC, which is the Aid to Distressed Families in Anderson County. And then we have other folks in need that we support farther away from here. So like there's a ministry in urban Chicago that we support where just folks who are coming out of incarceration and coming out of living on the streets and in addiction recovery, and we send them warm weather clothes and different kinds of, different things they could use for job interviews and stuff like that.
Christ Community Church participates in lots of local initiatives, such as the Knoxville Area Rescue Mission, ADFACT, Habitat for Humanity, and more. But they also participate in lots of distant initiatives, such as providing warm clothes for people in need, getting job interviews for people who need them, and addiction recovery, which are all truly incredible acts of kindness. So these churches really do provide some amazing services to people in need. So that's it for this long report, and have a happy holidays.